Yuga Dharme Hare Krishna Mahamantra Prabhu Ki. All glories, all glories, all glories, all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Vanchakalpatirusda, Kripa Sindhu Pativata, Patitan Bhavishna Vibhyo Namo Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter number 18, Text 3. Okay. Aniham Ihi Agyana Mahiyam Vimuchaha No Rasa Asokraham Vivas Sraja Iyam Arapita Na Swasti Yasasi Anya Mam Iksataha Sura Adharma Asidata Sukra Arite Ahimanei Agyamahi Vimuchano Rasukana Vivsa Asraya Arpita Nasvati Yasa Anyamani Kasata Sudurma Madhyati Sukraratihi Ahima Inya Angya Mani Vimuchano Rasukana Vimisha Sarinja Aripita Nasisa Yasisi Naya Mamiya Akanita Sura Dharma Sutta Sukra Rakite. Please chant. Ahinam iya jnanamahi vimuchano Rasukanina vivishta rajena arpita Nasasti ayasanya mamakshikta Suradama marasita surakate Ahai manena jnanamasu krucheno Rasoka kaya vishasraya arpita Naswasti sayanya namasakita Surdur masami sata surukite Ahima ena agya himi vimukantno Rasukame vishasrena apritaha Naswasti asya niyamame sakatiha. Surdurama samhita sarokrate. Mataji's. Ahima yagyanamari vimuchano. Rasukami visesrajina arpita. Naswasti sanyanyatam mukataha. Sudharma samhita vimukyate. Word for word. Aha. Hiranyaksha said. Enam. To the Lord. Ihi. Come and fight. Angyana. O fool. Mamhim. The earth. Vimuchanaha. Give up. Na. To us. Rasa Okshanam. Of the inhabitants of the lower regions. Vishvasraja. By the creator of the universe. Iyam. This earth. Arpita. Entrusted. Na. Not. Srasvati. Well-being. Yasasi. You will go. Anya. With this. Mama. Ishkvataha. While I am seeing. Sura Urdama. Of the lowest of the demigods. Asidata. Asadyata. I corrected myself. Having taken. Sukra arte. The form of the boar. Translations and purports by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. The demon addressed the Lord, O best of the demigods, dressed in the form of a boar, just hear me. This earth is entrusted to us, the inhabitants of the lower regions, and you cannot take it from us, from me, my presence, and not be hurt by me. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Sridhar Swami, commenting on this verse, states, although the demon wanted to deride the personality of Godhead in the form of a boar, actually he worshipped him in several words. For example, he addressed him as Vana Gorochara, which means one who is a resident of the forest. But another meaning of Vana Gorocha is one who lies on the water. Vishnu lies on the water, so the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be properly addressed in this way. The demon also addressed him as Magra, indicating unintentionally that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is sought after by great sages, saintly persons, and transcendentalists. He also addressed him as Agnya. Srila Sridhar Swami says that Gyan means knowledge, and there is no knowledge which is unknown to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Indirectly, therefore, the demon said that Vishnu knows everything. The demon addressed him as Sura Adharma. Sura means the demigods, and Adharma means Lord of all there is. He is the Lord of all demigods, therefore he is the best of the demigods, or God. When the demon used this phrase, in my presence, the implied meaning was, in spite of my presence. You are completely able to take away the earth, na, savachi, yasasi. Unless you kindly take this earth from our custody, there could be no good fortune for you. Om Aganda Timanandya Shah, Ganangana Sakila, Chakturata Yasme, Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobastu Swayam Rupa Katamana Swayam Rupa Katamana Vanchakalpa Tarubashta Kripa Sindhu Bhatevata Patitanan Bhavanvyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. So Krishna comes in the form of Vrahadev. Vrahadev came to take up earth, Bhumi, and take her out of the waters with his tusks, and to kill Hiranyaksha. And later on in the story, everybody knows that Hiranyakashipu got mad because his brother was killed. So that's why a Lord Nrsingadev appeared. So Krishna comes every millennium, he says in the Bhagavad Gita, to establish religious principles and kill off demons. So the fight was going on between Lord Varahadev and Hiranyaksha, and Varahadev killed him with his club. So Krishna is very kind and compassionate to his devotees, and this Srimad Bhagavatam is very sweet because it is spoken from Sukadev Goswami. So we have all come here together to listen to the messages of Krishna through his pure devotees, because Krishna says, one who is my devotee is not my devotee, but one who is actually my devotee is actually my devotee. So in order to get the blessings of Krishna, we have to go through the spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, our initiating guru, Sutta Goswami, and all the sages of Namnisharanya, in order to listen and drink the ambrosial nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam, which is Krishna in the literary form. Everybody here wants to hear the wonderful, beautiful pastimes of Krishna playing his flute with a peacock feather in his hair, with a lotus petal eyes, and wears a Vajanti garland and yellow dhoti. And when he plays his flute, the Yamuna stops, all the cowherd boys stop, everybody stops, because Krishna is supremely sweet. Even the demon, what is very nice about this verse, when I was listening to this verse before I gave the class, was the demon Hiranyaksha, he, like most demons, he doesn't want to give up his kingdom, where he says that this earth is entrusted to us. So most people say that most people that are not devotees, people that are not devotees, they don't say that Krishna is the proprietor. They say that they're the proprietor. That's why they are demons, because they do not give the credit to Krishna. They think it belongs to them. And so that's why Krishna comes in different forms to smash them and to make them realize that he is in control. But he's actually a good demon, because he addresses Krishna properly. He says, "You are the best of the demigods," and he is a smarter demon than most of these demons now in the world. That it maybe this lifetime they won't get it, but us as devotees of Krishna are very merciful. We go out and do book distribution and prasadam distribution in the holy name, that we give mercy to them, and to tell them that, hey, look, in this age, the best way to chant, to love Krishna, is the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Krishna has incarnated in this age as the holy name. And we are very intelligent and very fortunate to come in the association of ISKCON through Srila Prabhupada in his books. And I've been all over the world, and this ISKCON movement is the best bet of this world. A lot of these people here, they're looking for Krishna, but they do it in a perverted way, in a way that will not help them in their spiritual life and make them unhappy. And I want to give my humble obeisance to everybody here, because look at Croatia, it's such a big city and we're only a few of us here. So my hat is off to you, and I thank you very much. Because anybody that is chanting 16 rounds and following the 4 regular principles, Prabhupada guarantees that they go back to Godhead in this lifetime. And it is not easy to do that. There's always tests in this life. I just recently, I said that I have to go back to Los Angeles, and that's a place that I don't like to go to very much. I did, before I was a devotee, that's the place that I was, that I did sinful activity. So a lot of those samskaras are still there. But I know when I'm in the association of devotees and I'm sincere, because we all have to be very sincere in order to go back to Godhead, because it's up to us actually. When we put our head on the pillow at night, it's up to us to actually to hold lotus very tight to Lord Krishna's lotus feet and say, no, Krishna, I don't want to go to Maya. I want to do what's right, because everybody in our heart knows what we have to do. And by singing the holy names of Krishna and by remembering his beautiful pastimes and seeing the deity of Krishna, we purify our mind and heart and soul in order to go back to Krishna Loka, because that's where we want to go. That's our supreme destination. Because when we know the destination is Radha and Krishna and Goloka Vrindavan and the association of devotees, and to think that I am a very low and fallen servant. Everybody here is better than me, and I am the lowest of the low. Turnadapi sunichana, turnadapi sunichana, amari mari kirtani sarahari. This is the formula that Srila Prabhupada was give to that. You know the story that Srila Prabhupada was as a chemist, and this guy said to Prabhupada, "Give me, what is the formula? What is the formula?" He said, "What formula are they talking about? The formula that you have got for love of God." And he said that Trinadapi Sunichana, this is the correct formula that we need to have. And Lord Chaitanya gave this in the Shishastakam. Lord Chaitanya only gave 8 verses, and these 8 verses are so important. And I'm very happy that Lord Chaitanya has come, and we're all ready for Gaur Panim now, and to glorify Lord Chaitanya. Even though we're not in Mayapur, even though I'm not able to go to Mayapur, we still have the holy name with other devotees, and that can get us back to God in anywhere in the world, wherever we go. You know, I'm unfortunate that I'm usually there, but and due to some circumstances, as long as then we're with devotees, that's all I really care about. You know, if we go out and preach and give Bhagavad Gitas and say, hey, wake up, Jeev Jago, please take a Bhagavad Gita and give a donation, you know. But actually, this is our place for nurturing and loving other devotees, to being with him and being kind and compassionate, and because our bhakti is like a creeper. You know how a tree is like it grows very slowly, the sprout. But by watering it with hearing and chanting about Krishna, the tree grows and grows and grows, and it bears very nice fruits for love of God. That is our fruit. So when we come together with association of devotees, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that sadhu sangha is the most important thing besides holy name, and it's so important to how we treat others in ISKCON. You know, a lot of the times we don't get what we want. A lot of the times, like just recently, I was in Vilnius, Lithuania, doing kirtan, and people were pushing me out of the way. So I had to learn humbleness very quickly, you know. A lot of the times, devotees, they don't recognize us. And we have to take that as Krishna's mercy. A lot of the times, we were chastised and we're talked bad to. And we say, okay, thank you very much. And it is not easy. It is not easy at all to become chastised and to do that, or for somebody to push you and to just take it, you know. It's very difficult. But when another devotee or Krishna is blasphemes, then Prabhupada says, then that's when you can act like fire. So this verse here is talking about Lord Varaha, Lord Varahadev, the boar incarnation. And I just wanted to point out how much that Hiranyaksha, he's like he doesn't want to give up. He doesn't want to give up his kingdom. He doesn't want to give it up. Many people, even us, we don't want to give up so many things. Like when I have to go to Los Angeles. My mom says, "Oh, I have a nice wife for you. I have a nice job for you. And thanks, but no thanks." You know, I want to continue my spiritual life in the Brahmacharya ashram and move forward. And it is not easy. It's not easy at all to just to say, you know, this is what I want to do. I wanted to show you some. Is there any way I can connect my phone to the TV? Is it possible? I wanted to show you some pictures that I took on my travels. Here. Let's see. I think you have to go settings and Bluetooth.
No, it's either cast or I don't know what's it called.
I have an iPhone.
Mirroring.
Oh, mirroring. Yeah. It's this one. Let's see here. Control centers. Oh, I know what to do. Let's see. There. This one.
Okay.
Yeah. I make the Bhagavatam class a little more fun with some of the pictures I have here.
Are you connected to some Wi-Fi or something?
No. Here.
Nemu treba Wi-Fi za to.
I just want to, while we're doing this, I just want to say how fortunate I am and how grateful I am to be in Croatia. This was kind of like a spur of the moment thing to come here. I I was trying to get my visa in Budapest, and it was the Krishna Valley is very close to Croatia, and I said, well, why don't I come here, because I know so many nice devotees from Croatia. You know, I can glorify many devotees from Croatia, but what's most important is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And the Maha Mantra has changed my life very much, and Prabhupada's books have changed my life very much. I first got a book when I was 10 years old in the Chicago airport. I saw a brahmachari. I was like, wow, who is this guy? He looks really cool. I was very attracted to the brahmachari. He gave me a Bhagavad Gita, and he asked for a donation. And my mom was with me. I told him, here, give this guy a donation. So and that was my first contact with ISKCON when I was 10 years old. Actually, Prabhupada said that we should call the airport Hare Krishna Airport.
Sadly, they're not compatible.
Oh, okay. All right, well, the class is almost over. I just want to tell you guys, stick with the ISKCON movement. Chant your 16 rounds and follow the 4 regular principles. I know it's not easy, but it's very important. And as much as you guys can, go out and do Harinam and book distribution. I know it's not always available. Sometimes we have to do Didi worship. Sometimes we have to scrub the toilet. Sometimes we have to cook the prasadam. Sometimes we have to manage. Sometimes we can't always go on book distribution. But you guys have a wonderful view, cool view. You know, that's a plus. And so what? We're not in India in Gaura Pranim. This can be Vaikuntha. You can die here and go back to Krishna Loka. There's no problem with that, you know. So keep your mind always on Krishna, like Krishna says, Man mana bhava mad bhakto majdi namanas kuru. Always engage your mind, always in thinking of Krishna, and always think of Him, and chant Hare Krishna. And be happy. If there's any questions, I will stop because the class is supposed to be over soon. So, yes, Prabhu.
Just a few days we discussed in class. We know that we have to follow 4 regular principles and chant 60 rounds. Then we go back to work. In one sense, it also says that we don't love God. Have you got to go?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu made a very important point. I should have said that to you. Love of Godhead is actually even more important because you have to go deeper and deeper. Like Ramananda Roy says, like Lord Chaitanya says to Ramananda Roy, if you know something more, tell me more, because we should go deeper. Yeah, because see, in the beginning, in the Bhakti Samrita Sindhu, it says, after you get association of devotees, then you go Anartana Vitti, Brajana Kriya, then you go, there's different stages, and we have to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and all the deeper, and the deepest is going back to Radha and Krishna in the groves of Sri Vrindavan Dham, and that's the supreme destination. But Prabhu is right, we want love of God. That the love of God is what we want, because we have to be greedy, very greedy for this love, and we have to go deeper, because when we're chanting our Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we have to continuously think of ways and means to tax our brains to how to love God. And there's so many leelas and so many pastimes of Krishna and Vrindavan and Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu. I'll give you one story that my spiritual master, His Holiness Indraduma Swami, told me when we were in Vrindavan about how Mother Yasoda she was making something for Radharani. She had this very beautiful box. I don't know if you heard this story, but she had this, putting saris and bangles and incense, and Krishna says, Ma, what are you doing? And Mother Yasoda says, I love you very much, my dear Krishna, but even there's someone that I love just as much as you, and that is Srimati Radharani, and these gifts are for her. So don't mess with these gifts, and please run away and play with your friends. And so Krishna said, what? Really? Somebody you love just as much as me, Srimati Radharani? Oh yes, Srimati Radharani, yes, okay. So when nobody was around, Krishna took all the stuff and threw it out and put himself in the box. And then, so Mother Yasoda didn't know that Krishna was in the box. So she told Dhanishta, which is a gopi that takes care of the loving exchanges, because Dhanishta's job is to get Radha and Krishna together. She told, take this box to Radharani, and at the time Radharani was living in Yavit with Abhimanyu and Chatila, and so Abhimanyu took this box, and it was like, oh, it's a really heavy box, but I'm very lucky because it has lots of money and jewels in it, because he thought it was a lot of money in there. He didn't know Krishna was in the box. He goes, what beautiful pious things have I done today, Krishna, to receive this blessing of so many wealth for Radharani? So he's walking, and then he goes there, and Chatila, she's like an old blind lady that has like thick Coke bottle glasses, and she hates Krishna, and she doesn't want Krishna to see Radharani, and she said, hey, what is in the box? And she says, oh, this is a gift from Mother Yasoda. It's very beautiful jewels and incense and sweets and bangles and saris for Radharani. She goes, okay, just leave it there, or actually bring it upstairs. So he put it upstairs, and the gopis were they were asleep, and they were not dressed properly, and some of them, the sari was here and this way, so they were like kind of sleeping. It was early in the morning, so they said, what is this? They said, oh, this is for Radharani. So then Abhimanyu left, and they opened the box, and boing, Krishna pops out of the box. So he runs around and starts playing games, and funny, he starts kissing the girls and messing around, and they grab Krishna, you rascal Krishna, and they tie him up, they tie him up really tight, and they said, well, what are we gonna do with him, And then they said he said, well, he stole all the stuff that was for Radharani, and Krishna says, I didn't steal anything. I don't know what you're talking about. If you don't believe me, why don't you go tell Mother Yasoda that I was supposed to be in this box. This box, there was nothing in there. This box was from here. They said, no, Krishna, we know you. You're a rascal. The Mother Yasoda personally put these very nice things in here, and you came in this box. So they had a meeting. The gopis had a meeting in like a huddle, and they're like, well, what should we do? And they says, well, our job is actually to bring a Krishna to Radharani, so I think we should do that. So they finally brought Krishna to Radharani, and that's what we're trying to do in our minds. So when we're chanting the holy names, we think of these beautiful pastimes of Krishna to bring us closer to the Braj-bhasya spirit, like Prabhu said, to get love of God, because that is our, as a human being, we're very fortunate to be humans and not animals, that we could have logic and we can read books, and we shouldn't misuse our human form of life. But Prabhu is right, we should go deeper and deeper and deeper to always think of Krishna at the time of death, to think of Krishna, to chant with Krishna, to be with devotees, and chant the holy name, and go back to home, back to God in this lifetime, because we all know that this world is full of misery. There's nothing good here except for devotees and the holy name and Prabhupada. That's what we want, is a supreme destination. So thank you very much for bring that love of God to my attention, because that is even more deeper than just the basic 16 rounds and four regular principles, which we need. That what is our foundation. Without the foundation, our house will fall. But yeah, we want to go deeper into these pastimes of Lord Krishna, and Krishna gives us mercy even more by going out there and doing Harinam and book distribution. That's why I can honestly tell you that I only last maybe about an hour or two for books, and then I'll want to come home because the association is heavy. Even though the mercy is flowing, but the Harinam is for me. That's what I like. I can go out for a long time and do Harinam, because the holy name, it gets better and better and better. Indraduma Swami says that japa is perfect, kirtan with devotees is more perfect, and going out doing Harinam for the others is most perfect. So Lord Chaitanya gives us very much mercy when we go outside and do Harinam. So anytime you want to do that, I'm your man. I'll go out there and do Harinam all the time. And I'll do books too, because that's what books is, what gives other people knowledge. And Prabhupada's books is what is the pure devotee gives us knowledge. And that's what changes it. Holy name also, but Prabhupada is coming from the spiritual world. You guys probably know the story how when Prabhupada was in Africa, he couldn't come into Africa because he didn't get the immune shot. He wasn't vaccinated. So his disciples said, the servant said, Prabhupada, don't worry, we'll be able to get back into Africa, because they were stuck a day in quarantine. And Prabhupada said, I didn't want to come here. He says, no, it's okay. He says, no, I didn't want to come to this nasty material world, but Krishna told me to come here to translate these books. So we know Prabhupada is from the spiritual world just to translate these books. So we're very fortunate to have these books by a pure devotee, I remember when I was in Los Angeles, they wanted me to get initiated by Narayan Maharaj before I was initiated by Indraduma Swami. I have all respect for Narayan Maharaj, and I don't say anything bad, but I chose not to get initiated by him because I know Prabhupada is the sum and bone and pure devotee, and I love his books, Prabhupada said, my books are like gold. So we have everything here. We just have to follow. We just have to follow in the footsteps, and we will go back to Godhead. So I'm very grateful to be here, and very fortunate. So we share this good fortune with all others. So I think I will stop there. If anybody has another question, I will stop. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaura Pramanandi, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vanchakal Patrivasa, Kripasninu Padavita, Patitam Vaishnavya Namona. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.